betrayal is an issue of justice. Now, 5 years ago, I would have never said that. Not because I disagreed with it necessarily, but because I wouldn't have known to say it. But absolutely today, I understand that hidden betrayal is an issue of justice in a relationship. So let me unpack that a little bit. A lot of this that I'm about to share comes from a theory or a model of counseling and therapy called relational cultural theory or relational cultural therapy. And here's the basic tenets there: that people should be empowered to show up in relationships freely, making choices with as many facts as possible, empowered to show up or not according to all the knowledge that's there, knowing everything. That's not all that theory teaches, but that's a major part of it. So I want my wife to be able to show up having all the facts because that's better for her and me. So let's think that through a little bit. If I withhold parts of reality from my partner, if I allow my partner to believe the nature of our relationship is something other than it really is, in essence, what I am doing is I am disempowering my partner. I am taking away from her choices to show up according to all, her true response to all the facts. If I withhold information, if I minimize, if I distort, twist her view of what's going on so that she doesn't have all the facts, essentially what I am doing is I'm trying to manage her perception so that I can manipulate her choices. If my wife knew I was doing X, Y, and Z, she would leave, or she would tell me that's not okay, or she would, whatever it is. Therefore, I'm going to withhold data. I'm going to not tell her I went here over lunch. I'm going to hide this over there. I'm going to leave out this part of the story. I'm going to outright lie when she asks me this question or that question. If that is my frame of mind, what I am doing is I'm trying to control how she shows up. By withholding data that she doesn't have the power to know herself, I am disempowering her within the relationship. That's why I say that hidden betrayal is an issue of justice. It's not just. There is disempowerment happening. I am taking away choices that my partner has the right to make. This has huge implications then for how I, as a professional, am going to approach a couple where they're suffering from the discovery of hidden betrayal. For me to move quickly to a place of trying to get them to be same as or equal, or where the betrayed partner is in essence being asked to just trust again, that's unreasonable. It's unfair. I would even say it can be abusive and traumatic. This partner now has a history. They now know they have a history of being disempowered, of not being able to be given a choice. And so there's going to be a period of time where there's going to be a recalibration happening. The balance of power is going to feel like it tips because there has to be such a shift in the power dynamic. Here's what this looks like. I'm not saying, therefore, the partner who did the betraying should be mistreated or punished or anything like that. That is not the case. But there may be a period of time where the one who did the betrayal, the one who was committing the deceit, disempowering the other partner, that one has to play by some rules that the betrayed partner isn't yet comfortable or confident to play by. Here's what I mean. They're going to have to demonstrate their willingness to be completely open and honest and transparent. Perhaps while their partner doesn't feel safe being that vulnerable. They're going to have to demonstrate their willingness to put the relationship first, to prioritize protecting the relationship over protecting themselves. They're going to have to do that to demonstrate that they really mean that they want that they can do that while the betrayed partner is still in a protective stance, watching to see, can I shift to putting the relationship first? I lived putting the relationship first for years, and look where that got me. So before that partner is going to step into that again, into that willingness to be vulnerable in that way, they're going to be watching the partner who did the betraying to look for their ability to be all in essentially, to put the relationship first. That's going to feel like an imbalance. It's going to feel like the one who did the betraying, the one who is in recovery for addiction, is being asked to play by rules that the betrayed partner isn't. That's the result of years, maybe decades, of that power differential and the imbalance being the other way. Now, can it stay that way? No, it can't stay that way forever, but it might need to be that way for a time while trust is being rebuilt. Here's why this is so important as a professional, because I want to help them understand that. I want to help them both get that. I actually have this silly video. I'll put the link to it, a silly little YouTube video called Are You on the Coaster? And it's just a silly little illustration showing this power differential. And it has been essential. It has been so essential, particularly in helping addicts, recovering addicts, or the ones who did the betraying, to better understand why it feels uneven and to understand how they can lean into that in a way that helps them get what they really want sooner, which is healing and restoration for their relationship. So understanding that can really set someone up to show up in a much more powerful and effective and healing way. All right, that was number one. Hidden betrayal is an issue of justice. Hey, Dr. Jake here. I just want to say, if you've enjoyed this content, you might find yourself helped by my brand new program, the Choose Connection Academy. Years in the making, what I've finally done is I've taught through my entire couple-centered recovery model and created an online coaching program for couples to be able to work with me and move through this process of healing and recovery together. It is broken into different levels based on where you are in your journey. It includes video teaching that you can access at any time, exercises for you to do as a couple, community of others moving through this same material, access to live group coaching calls with me every single week, as well as a number of other bonus resources and opportunities for you. Just take a look at the link down in the comments below. We'd love to have you book a call to be a part of the Choose Connection Academy.